Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Force here with some more StarCraft 2 commentary. Today's series will be between FXOasd and dKiLLeR. This is going to be a Protoss versus Zerg series, ASD versus killer, starting off here in game number 1 on the map Metropolis. And let us begin the match, as always, with some player information. This time we'll be taking a look at some tournament information. Starting over here in the 9 o'clock spawn position is our yellow Zerg player, dKiLLeR. killer took second place at the Home Story Cup 5 North American qualifiers, which was actually just a couple of weeks ago, and last October he took third place at the IEM Season 6 Global Challenge in New York. His opponent down over here in the 6 o'clock spawn location, our blue Protoss player who is going for a Forge Fast Expand, is FXOasd. Now ASD regularly competes in the GSL, and most recently for the Season 1 GSL 2012, he was in the Code A round of 48. So quite clearly a decent enough player, strong enough player, most certainly. And it looks like he will be scouting out right now. And I just want to quickly touch on the early game information. You know, I always get kind of multiple sides to what information people want to get, if any at all. And I've most recently been getting a lot of people stating that they want something more than, you know, they want something more than just tournament information or ladder information. And while I can appreciate and respect the fact that people want that, I just don't know anything other than that. I am not on a personal first name basis, or rather I just have very little knowledge about professional players, playstyle, lives, anything like that. All I can really do is tell you what I can find on the interwebs, which is typically tournament information or ladder information and stuff like that. If you want to know more about them, if you want to know about their intricate playstyles, what they eat for breakfast, if they pee standing up, probably going to have to ask their mothers or someone very close to them. But I, unfortunately, will never give you that information. I do SC2 commentaries because I enjoy the game, and more importantly, because I think it's fun to commentate SC2, not because I am some professional player or because I am a close friend of professional players, because that is not the case. So there you go, a little bit about me and what informs the decisions that I make and the things that I do, and don't really ever expect more than that type of information early on, because I just don't know it, and I do this because it's fun, and that's about it. There you go. killer scouting out with his Overlord is spotting the Forge Fast Expand here from ASD. ASD now just coming out with that assimilator up in the main as well. Gets the pylon placement. He canceled actually off the pylon they initially had up there, replaced it right here, and also comes out with that photon cannon. Now we'll be seeing that gateway in just 1 second up front. We do have some Zerglings streaming across the map, and the expansion now just coming down here for killer is actually just about to finish. Still no extractor for him, so he'll be droning up very, very hard early on, and main fact even be taking a quick third. Looks like that's happening right now. Zerglings trying to push forward, that photon cannon finishing just in time, and we're probably going to see the cancel of that. There you go, actually cancels off that pylon as well, making sure that he still got that space. Just wanted to buy himself some time, stop those Zerglings from getting in until that first photon cannon did actually finish. Now killer has spotted off that that pylon was canceled, but again, really not too much he can do about that. Isn't going to have metabolic boost for quite a while now, as he's coming out with his third hatchery right over here, and that is actually going to be scouted out right now by ASD as he pulls on forward with his probe, and there you go, we'll be spotting the third, and this is going to tell him even further that the likelihood of an extractor is very, very slim, and pretty much none at all, and that there's not going to be a metabolic boost for quite some time. So of course what this tells ASD is that he's pretty safe right now to focus on teching up and focus on his economy. Does not really have to worry about much aggression from killer anytime in the near future. We do have, what, 5 Zerglings in play? No, we got 6 total. Hasn't lost a Zergling yet. 1 at the tower over here, then this one at the tower, and then those 4 that just joined the fun over there. And what are we sitting at right now for queens? Just the 2 at the moment. Has not yet decided to come out with a third. Hopefully we'll be seeing one of those very, very soon, though, as he's going to need one. He's actually short a queen at the moment, so holding off on his third queen for quite some time, and actually just building it right now, which is a little perplexing. I'm surprised he didn't start building that a little sooner, so that he was consistently maintaining 3 queens on each of these hatcheries, but oh well. Nevertheless, Zealot Scout moving out, and that is going to force killer back. He actually, even with those Lings, is going to have a tough time against that one Zealot. would just take hefty losses. And actually, ooh, look at this here. For ASD, we do have a Stargate coming through. Corona boosting out that Warp Gate research as well. Also the level 1 weapons upgrades coming out right now for ASD. Very interested to see the Stargate coming out so early. We'll be seeing some air dominance and harass here from ASD. So we'll be very intrigued to see how effective that is going to be. Now, dKiLLeR, again, only sitting with 3 queens right now. He is droning up pretty hard. Also coming out with a Roach Warren and that Metabolic Boost, so finally going to start to get some offensive action going on. But first, before any of that happens, he is going to have to deal with some Void Ray action. Void Rays now being chrono boosted through. But dKiLLeR, with the impeccable timing, moving forward and scouts it out. You can tell, you can see the silhouette right there. He knows undoubtedly that there is a Void Ray coming through. So he knows precisely what to expect. He's just going to sack this Overlord anyways. See if he can get any additional scouting look for maybe a second Stargate or anything like that. Isn't able to check anything else though. Now we do have a Gateway coming on through over here. But that Void Ray now in play, followed up by a Phoenix. First thing ASD is going to do is go Overlord hunting right over here. Gonna grab this Overlord. We should preemptively have some Overlords coming through. Actually, he isn't even near supply block, so I guess he doesn't really necessarily need that so much. Getting this one Zergling over here, which was scouting out to see when and if ASD was taking a third. This Overlord could be in trouble. Yeah, he's gonna be. You can see the attack pattern heading right towards it. So the Overlord is a gunner there. Void Ray getting the free kill. Another Phoenix actually coming into play. That is the first Phoenix. The second one is coming through. How many gateways is he sitting out with right now? Just the 3, 4, 5. And the level 1 weapon upgrade now finished. We're going to see armor immediately after that. Or is he going to plan to push out? Nothing yet. Alright, back over here. We do have a layer coming through right now for dKiLLeR. dKiLLeR has also finished that Roach Warren. Is moving out with some Speedlings. Void Ray getting a few shots off. Really not able to do too much with that though. Phoenixes don't really want to waste their energy on those small Zerglings. I don't expect the Zerglings to be able to do much at all. Look at how many sentries we have right here. ASD is going to be fine against that. Really not too concerned. Layer almost finished with that. We should be seeing that Roach speed come on through. Also have a macro hatch there at the natural expansion. Nice saturation for dKiLLeR. dKiLLeR's got some very nice looking saturation at all 3 of his bases. There's a steady economy going right now. Speedling still just chilling out right here. Now the push finally coming out for ASD. Are we going to see an attempted counterattack? Looks like we will. But it is fully blocked off there with the pylon. Now he's going to be able to get a flank here and do a little bit of damage to these reinforcement units for ASD. So ASD is kind of SOL when it comes to those guys. But is going to continue his push right now. We can see Sentry heavy with the Void Ray and Phoenixes. Zealot's also leading the charge there. Another Void Ray in play. Speedlings engaging a wee bit too early, wanted to push with the rest of his army. And here we go, should be trying to do that sandwich right now. There it is, hit from both sides. Force field completely surrounding all the forces here for ASD. Lots of queens also engaging. They're going to be taking out those Void Rays pretty quickly. See you later. dKiLLeR is looking okay. Now he's lost a bunch of his Speedlings, also some Zealots getting warped in. We have 6 more Roaches coming through. A Spire just about finished. Not in play yet. Queens holding the line out front here. This one gets trapped in the force field, it's taken out quite quickly. Overlords will be pulling back now to the natural expansion as dKiLLeR is in a tough spot waiting for reinforcements now. A few Roaches coming on down. Is going to push and engage. Yep, just slowly, steadily streaming forces towards everything that ASD has over here. 2 pylons still pretty safely tucked away over there. So we could be seeing some reinforcements anytime soon. Now forced to come down with the drones as well as he attempts to continue this defense here. Stalkers, more of them coming in play. dKiLLeR looking to be in a little bit of trouble. Force field also cutting off a few of those reinforcements from the main, and ASD looks like he's going to be taking out that natural expansion. We got 14 Roaches coming through, 18 Roaches coming through, but I don't even know that that's going to be enough. Plus, on top of the fact that we should be seeing another warp in from ASD very shortly. Looks like he's got this in the bag. Another warp in of Zealots, Stalkers, and a couple of Sentries. Once those join the line, even once those Roaches pop, not a chance. ASD going to take this natural expansion. We aren't seeing any counter aggression at all from dKiLLeR. Front line is nice and safe over there at ASD's natural expansion as he just continues to mine and wins the game. There you go. Very quick victory this game for ASD, able to push out with a 2-base push. Getting some air in the mix with Phoenixes and Void Rays helping support his ground forces here. And you can see that beautiful force field wall completely surrounding his forces, preventing the bulk of Killer's army, which was Zerglings, from doing much of anything. Then it was just Queens against this, and they didn't do too well either. So great, quick victory again here for ASD. This was game number 1 in the series. We'll be moving on to game 2 in a moment. As always, if you like the content, please subscribe, and don't forget, guys, keep watching, keep on.